Hey everybody, it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. Here are the products that we're going to be making in today's video. We are going to be making a Thanksgiving card video. We are going to be using this die set that I found on Amazon. I'll be sure to link that in the description box below. We're really only going to be using, I think we're just going to use this leaf here. And while I really do like this Happy Thanksgiving, it's kind of hard to tell what that says. We're actually going to be using the Cricut Joy to cut out some vinyl and apply it to our card. We're also going to be using Concord and Ninth's ink. We're going to be using wheat, parsley, buttercup, and clementine. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get our sentiment weeded or cut out first, and that way we can put away my joy. I zoomed out a little bit so you can see my joy here, and I'm just selecting the type of vinyl. I'm going to be using Tech Wrap's vinyl just because we're doing a small cut, and they do a really good job with weeding out intricate cuts. So I'll be sure to link their vinyl below. I'm an affiliate of their company, and you guys get 5% discount. So be sure to shop with my link so you can, at no cost to you, maybe an affiliate. Let me just kind of say that there. So we're just using, actually I should probably make sure that I have enough. Didn't really cut that, did I? Oh, you know what? Got it going the wrong way, but that's all right. Okay, so I got this upside down. Let me just do this up correctly here. But anyways, at no cost to you guys if you shop my links. And again, you get that nice little discount, 5%. Okay, so I got that on there. I'm going to run it through my Joy here to just put it in there, and it picks it up, and it's going to go ahead and start measuring the length of the mat, and then it's going to go ahead and start cutting. I had to hit go on my computer because the Joy does not have any buttons. All right, so let's go ahead and get this cut out, and then we'll get it weeded out. Okay, it just got done cutting, so I'm going to hit unload on my computer, and we are done with the Joy, so we can go ahead and move that over. And it looks like my little dot got pushed over, or are we missing it? We are missing it. I wonder if it's on. Sometimes it gets with these intricate cuts. Yep, there it is. I think that's it. Sometimes the vinyl gets stuck on your, and I know it's so hard to tell, but sometimes it gets stuck on the blade, so you just kind of want to check your blade if you're missing any type of dot. And I may, you know what, I don't even think I'm going to worry about that, only because, well, because I can just use a marker. I'm just going to get rid of that. All right, so I'm going to put my clear tape back on there, not tape, but sheet on there, and then let's just trim this up so I don't waste a lot of vinyl here. Okay, there we go. Perfect. And then the scraps can go in here, and then we can get this weeded out. Okay, so if you watched my last video on Tuesday, the Craft With Me video, you should recognize this SVG. So it's the same SVG I used in one of the craft projects. So my last video, I used a stamp set to make a decor, and then I used that same stamp set to make a Thanksgiving card. And this video, I am utilizing the same SVG as the same sentiment as I did in the Craft With Me video when I created a little Happy Thanksgiving decor for my house. So I don't know where that flung to, but okay. The only thing of it is, if you remember, I'm going to go ahead and get out my pokey tool. The pin tool is really useful for these smaller cuts. I'm not a big fan of the poking tool, or the pin tool, but I like them with the smaller intricate pieces. But anyways, if you remember from my last video, there was a pumpkin that went about right there, and I thought I contoured it out in Design Space because I thought it would conflict with the leaves, and so that's why I took that part out. But the rest is the same thing. So, oopsie, let me just, since it's already lifted, there you go. Excuse me. All right. There. Now that we have that done, we can move that to the side. I need to get my panel, or actually my card base and my panel cut down. And we're doing a larger, we're going to do an A7 card size just because of the size of the leaf. So I wanted to kind of go through this process. So it's going to be 5 by 7. So it needs to be 10 inches. So sorry if I'm off the screen here or the camera, which no, I don't think I am. So I'm just going to line this up to that way it hits 10 inches. Right. Now this is a 110-pound cardstock that I'm using, and then this could be used as scrap, so don't get rid of that. And then we need this to be 7 inches. There we go. And then again, these are really good scraps. Okay, now that we have that one done, because we'll score that here in a second. I'm going to bring it, so this is 110-pound cardstock, and then we're going to bring in 80-pound cardstock, and we're going to trim that to size. So we're going, it's essentially going to be 5 by 7 because we're going to do, yeah, we're going to do portrait style. So what we're going to do is we're going, what do I want to do? Okay, so I'm going to do 4 3/4, and then I'm actually going to go the full 7 inches. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So just because those leaves are so big, I want to make sure that lengthwise I have enough room, so I don't want to trim off. So we're going to basically have the width smaller, and the length is going to be the same size as the base. So this is our panel, so I don't know if I said that earlier. Okay. So then this is going to be at the 7 inches. And if I end up changing my mind, I will cut that. There you go. Okay. So there's that. I just want to cut, I know we're kind of reversing the order that we typically do in my videos, but I kind of wanted to get this all figured out first. Okay, so we're going to score it. So this is 10 inches, so we're going to score it, and we're going to have to turn it around just because this is not long enough. So this is going to be at 5 inches long. And another reason why I wanted to show you all the process of making an A7 card is because, and why it's not a popular card size for crafters. I guess that kind of went all the way, but we're just going to go ahead and make sure that's all good, is because there's a lot of scraps wasted, okay? With an A2 card size for your base, you literally cut the cardstock in half for the base, and then for the panel, you're cutting it 4 ways, and you're done. And that's why, and so you get the most use with utilizing with an A2 card size. So that's why it's so popular to use when it comes to card making. Plus, the bigger the card is, the more real estate you have, and then you just got to do more if I'm being honest. So that is just the nature of the beast. Okay, so I'm going to bring in that panel. So here's what I was talking about. So you're going to see an 1/8 inch on both sides. Okay, but the length is lined up perfectly with the card base. Just because I didn't want to lose that. Now, I'm going to bring this in. I saw this idea on Pinterest, but the thing of it is I don't have the cardstock colors I wanted, so this is why we're going to be using those blanks. So the idea is to have these leaves kind of be placed. I don't know if we're going to have room for, yeah, we may not have room for all 4 sizes, all 4 colors, excuse me. So I'm gonna have to think about this a little bit. There's no way. So 3 is gonna have to be the magic number. Okay. What was on my desk? Okay. That's fine. So then I got to think about the colors. So I essentially planned on all 4 colors. So I think what we'll do is we'll just take parsley out and we will do buttercup, clementine, and wheat because those are more Thanksgiving vibes. So that's what we'll do. And so I think, all right, I think what we'll do is we'll kind of just draw an imaginary line. It's fine. All right, so hear me out. I'm going to move this to the side. I'm kind of playing around with the idea of what we're doing as we speak, so I really don't have the idea. I mean, I have the idea what I want to do, but I don't know if this is going to work, so we're just kind of playing around right now. Okay, so we're going to bring out my pressing mat, and I'm going to bring this in. What I'm going to do is I am just going to come in with the blue, or with the yellow. Good Lord. And so I forgot to mask that off, so I'm going to have to put like one, I'll have to mask this off a little bit better. So I have no idea if this is going to work out, but we sure are going to give it the good old college try. Is good to go. Okay, so now what we'll do, I'm gonna give this a second just to dry, and I'll clean up here. And by the way, this is Post-it labeling and covering up tape, so that's what I used here. And let me clean up, and then we'll go ahead and die cut. I'm gonna cut these apart just so that way we get them organized. So this is like an alternative to, if you don't have the colors that you're looking for, just ink blend. There we go. There we go. And that's what we'll do. All right, so then we got our pieces. Oh gosh, I don't know if this is gonna work out. I'm really hoping it is gonna work out. I don't know. So I'm gonna get this into position. I think that looks good to me, so I'll just, whoops, put that on there like so. And then I'm gonna run these all through the machine. Let's go ahead and do that. Went ahead and glued on a second layer of the leaves with just white cardstock, and it's just given me a little, it's providing a little bit of a dimension to it, but it's not providing enough dimension, and that's okay because I have an idea as I was laying these out of what I wanted to do, so I'm completely fine with that. And of course we have our sentiment that we're going to adhere to our card base. But before we do, and I do want to explain something, as I was explaining what I was going to do, I was going to keep the inside pieces, and then I was actually going to die cut on here and then insert those pieces that I took out of here and then piece them together, and they were too small and it just was never going to look right, so that's okay. Sometimes you got to pivot and change. And here's the thing, what I want to do with this, I don't necessarily want this to lay flat, and I like the fact that we're actually going to kind of bend them a little bit so they're sticking up a little bit. But before we do, I don't want to flatten these out once I kind of puff them out, if you will. So we're going to go ahead and put our panel onto our card base, and then we can add our leaves. Now I'm trying to think if I want to add some splatter to it. I just got, where's it at? I just got this fossilized amber distress oxide spray, and I don't know if I want to do that. I'm kind of nervous. I went ahead and dried that. I accidentally thought it was completely dry, smeared a little bit, so hopefully the leaves will cover it up. If not, we're going to pretend that, you know, it was supposed to be like that, right? Okay, getting these peeled up. I added 4, normally I do 3 or try to do 3. That looks good. Okay, so just a small margin. Remember, we want all the way up, so we're only in on the sides. And then let's bring in our little pieces and the color order. Let's see. I like how the splatter is on the right side of the card, and then we'll come in with our Happy Thanksgiving, and then I think we might add some glitz to it, but don't hold me. We'll see. We'll see how it looks. Okay, so let's open. Do I want to open that up? Well, I need this to be flat, so I wonder if this is going to there. There we go. So bear with me. I'm tilting this right. All right. So then I think what I'll do is I'm going to add just a little glue to the center of this. I think that should be good. I did not go on the stem part here because I want to be able to kind of lift that up a little bit. I'm going to let that adhere. I just want to make sure that, yeah, very good. Okay, so I'm going to let that stay still. Once it really fully adheres, that's when I can start to fluff the leaf up, okay? So then I kind of want, let's see, I want to make sure, I need to cut this. It's just in my way of trying to line things up. Okay. And I just want to make sure that I kind of be mindful. I kind of want them going different ways. You know what I mean? I think that looks good. Okay, just got this one down, so I'm going to let that be, but we can start working on, now I can just lift this up real quick. You know what, we should do that last. Let's get this on our card here. So let's move that to the side. Let me put a pin in this here. I've used this transfer tape on paper before, so I'm pretty confident, whoops, that this will work just fine. Although, you know, make sure if you don't have the same transfer tape that you test it out on your own cardstock. You know, I would hate for it to ruin your finished product. The thing with it is, when you're doing this, you don't want to burnish too hard. You know, because you are putting it on cardstock, and you just want to, you always want to be careful with doing that, right? So just be mindful of that. Okay, making sure I'm scraping that really good so it has a good transfer. So use your Cricut if you don't have a stamp or a die, which, I mean, I guess I do. I just didn't really like it in particular. And I actually might even use it. I mean, I don't like it. It's not like I don't like it. It's just not the vibe I was going for. Then let's get this on here. Okay, so I'm not going to use my scraper tool. I'm going to use my fingers. Again, I don't, even though I know it does really well on paper, I don't want to trust it 100%. That looks so cute. Okay, let me get a black pen. Our marker, so Thanksgiving, dot, oops. Make them consistent, and no one would know, right? And this is just I don't even know where I got that from. All right, so now we can do the, don't want to lift that up. Do the fun part of fluffing up our leaves. You know, oops. Don't need them to be crazy lifted. I mean, especially if you're going to mail this. And there you go. Oh, so then, embellishments. I'm going to use gold, of course. And then, again, I'm not entirely sure if I am going to use any of this. So let's see. Just too like symmetrical, or not symmetrical, but is this too predictable? I don't know. Do we like that? Am I overthinking it? Yep. Okay. That's not bad. Okay. Perfect. Close that before I make a hot mess and spill it everywhere. I like this one that's on that leaf. That's pretty. Okay. So, oops, if I go the right way, so then we will put one there. The last one. Oh my goodness. Oh, love it. I actually was not going to make this card. I have another one in mind. And I was only going to make 2 Thanksgiving cards, but this ended up being, there's going to be 3, I think, if I have time. I don't know. I have some family. My sister's coming down here in a few days, and I won't have time to do any crafting. We're not done, so that's why I'm kind of like lingering here. And so I'm trying to get at least 2 card videos done before she comes. And I'm hoping tomorrow, not that you guys know what day this is. Today's Saturday night. Technically it's now Sunday because it's late at night. I'm going to use my stamp here, or my sticker. But anyways, I'm hoping tomorrow I'll have time, Sunday, to get this done. Usually Sundays I don't ever have time to make videos unless my daughter takes a nap, which she's kind of slowly getting out of the nap phase. So my luck is running out here soon. Okay, so we got 5 inches, so in the middle would be right here. But if I do, I'll put the video out. If I have time to make that video, that will be posted on Saturday for you all. Okay, there we go. And she is done. I love that I have my little print and cut. But I love that the splatter is all on that side and all the glitz is on that side as well. And I love that we used the Cricut machine because, yeah, I think that, you know, that it opens up the doors of possibilities. So I really like how this turned out. Let me know what you guys think. I'm glad that I went with traditional colors. Here is my other Thanksgiving card, and that I have created from last week. So if you haven't watched this video, go ahead and watch it. So I'm hoping I will have time to make a 3rd video. And again, that will be posted this Saturday if there is. So make sure you turn on that notification so that way you will be notified if I do end up posting that video on Saturday. And it's a cute little turkey. I'm excited to make that one. All right, well, that is all I have for you in this video. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Be sure to give this a thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know in the comment section what which of the two that you liked the best, and also if you're looking forward to that third video, and let me know if you like this one. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching. And by the way, before I let you guys go, you can use your Cricut to cut out these leaves, so you don't even need that die set to create this card. Just use your Cricut, find a leaf you like, cut it out, and then you're done. So really, this can be completely done using your Cricut. I bought it, so I might as well use it, but had I not had it, I would have used my Cricut. All right, that's all. I will see you all in the next video. Bye.